Oh my God. Welcome to today's show. My name is Spencer Walsh, joining you. We're coming to you today live and in crystal clear audio form because we got primary night, great Justice Democrat, strong left progressive candidates running in New York, Colorado, Maryland, Oklahoma, Utah, and maybe in the South Carolina and Mississippi runoffs. A lot of stuff to get to here today. And my name is Spencer Walsh. So happy to have you here. Oh man, it's an exciting night. I've had a little bit of a peek at the results so far, and there's one race, especially in New York. I'm gonna give you a hint. It's in New York that we are incredibly excited about how it's going right here in our SWRN newsroom. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us here today. It's primary night. Everybody here is hyped, and a lot of people across the progressive community are very, very, very hyped. So we start with New York now, and I'm going to go through the list of candidates. And I mean, I know there are the great progressives out there who have been endorsed by other candidates, other groups, but there's a progressive group, if you're not aware, called the Justice Democrats that endorses a great number of really strong, like if you know, like the progressive candidates really have the backing of the real progressive base. So they're committed to taking over corporate PAC money to support things like Medicare for all, free college. They're real, true Bernie-crats, and it's very, very good to see that we have them with us today. So we start off in the New York 11th District. We're going to start with New York, work our way down. New York 11th House District is, ladies and gentlemen, Max Rose, Michael DeVito, Omar Vade, and then we got some other candidates there down below. And right now, with 95% reporting, Max Rose has won that district when our Justice Democrat friend, rest in peace to the fallen, Michael DeVito, is down, unfortunately, today. So yeah, we're going to have to move on from him. Michael ran a great campaign. He was a union, he's a union member, a mediator, New York State certified teacher, a decorated Marine. So yeah, he ran a great campaign, and big congratulations, of course, to him. So now we move to the New York 14th District, where Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is taking on Joe Crowley, ladies and gentlemen. He's the number 4 Democrat in the House, a prolific fundraiser, very, very corrupt, takes money from all sorts of big Republican lobbying outfits. He has a current polling percentage of 42.8% to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's 57.2%. Wow. We got a progressive Democrat who literally has had no political experience come in, and she looks like, it's not been called yet, but it looks like she is about to beat the number 4 Democrat in the House. It's New York. It's Joe Crowley. He's the Democratic. He's pretty much the modern day Boss Tweed. We'll put it that way. So you can't really call too much yet because who knows what he's going to try and do. But yeah, it's definitely worth being excited about right now because she is kicking ass, and it's amazing to watch. Here is primary night continues. All right, we now move on. Jeff Beals in the New York 19th. All right. Jeff Beals, let's see how he is doing. He was featured on This American Life as a history teacher, taking on a corrupt Republican for that seat there. Let's see, in the 19th District. Well, it just 4% reporting, so we can't really go off too much. But he is hanging in there. He's got 10.2% to Antonio Delgado's 29.2%, taking on the corrupt Republican John Faso, who literally looked into a woman with a brain tumor, looked into her eyes and said, "I will vote for the bill to keep Obamacare." He voted against it. Yeah, I thought you could kind of see where that was going there. But anyway, yeah, really shocking there. really shocking. But anyway, we got Antonio Delgado. He is leading there, 29.2%. He is kind of one of those corporate Democrats, shady corporate Democrats there. No one really likes to. Everyone's a little sketchy about. So yeah. Anyway, up next for the Justice Democrats in the New York 21st District. So a few districts up, we got running in that race. Let's see. We have the only. I do apologize. I do have to scroll down to him. Patrick Nelson. He made the decision to dedicate his life to public service before entering a senior year at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, where he studied biochemistry and biophysics. He realized that at a time where science and technology are becoming part of our greater daily lives, there is a need for lawmakers that are literate in these areas. For the past several years, he's become a grassroots activist and was elected as a delegate to 2016 presidential candidate Bernie Sanders. So how about that? Let's see how he's doing, shall we? And yeah, we're going to move right into that right now. And in the 21st District, we also have another very notable progressive there by the name, and this is a very small, but we've only had 833 votes so far, so we're going to have to go back to this one. Right now, Tedra Cobb is in the lead with 45.3% of the vote. We got Dylan Ratigan, former MSNBC host, and real strong progressive there with 12.4%, and then we got Patrick Nelson just behind them with 10.1%. All right, so we now turn to Ian Golden in the 23rd District. He is hanging in there with 11.2%, just 5% reporting. So again, it's going to be another one of those things we're going to have to come back there. Yeah, so we'll be looking at that in the future. Now, we do turn to Maryland, and we're going to take a look at the Senate race there, because running in that one, we have Chelsea Manning. She is a very, very interesting candidate. As you know, she's a convicted leaker. She did some really, she's a convicted leaker. She exposed what horrible, horrible things the U.S. government was doing. And if I can, I want to play for you a clip of something I did for her on the show a little bit recently. So if you just allow me to do that, I'll try and pull that up for you here real quick. Oh, here it is. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so we'll try to get that one for you in just a brief moment. But first, we do have a lot more stuff to get to. But Chelsea Manning, she's done really quite a lot. She sacrificed so much for this country. She was prosecuted for leaking and exposing these awful things that this government did. And that's pretty much how she got punished. And she really kind of got exposed there. It was really tough for her. She was put in a federal prison, really prosecuted. She was pretty much, I'll put it this way, she was gone after with the full extent of the law. So anyway, what I'm going to do now for you is play a little bit of a quick clip of something that I think kind of explains really well what she's had to go through on the show here for just a quick second. Here we go. Thanks so much for staying with us here. We're going to turn our attention now here for a little bit to Chelsea Manning. And it's a very sad story that we have to deal with. Chelsea Manning, you may have heard of her. She was a former national security employee of the U.S. government who exposed and leaked horrible things the U.S. government had been doing. She is well loved by the Democrats and the progressive community, and hated by everyone in Washington, D.C., whether it be the establishment, whether it be the people who have the most power. They hate her the most out of anyone because she spread some tales of some horrible things U.S. military people did at that time that she was being forced to cover up and live with for that entire time. So she leaked that. She was prosecuted by the government, spent years in jail, while these people who killed innocent civilians, they got off pretty much scot-free. Some of them children, by the way, in Iraq, they got off scot-free. she got prosecuted for years by the government. Obama released her at the end of her term, which was his term, which was a very good thing that he did. But on top of that, she was also going through a sex change. She was Bradley Manning at the time she did this, and while she was going through this horrible ordeal with the government, because what she did, she's an American hero for what she did. She had to go through the struggle and challenges that come with changing sex from Bradley Manning to Chelsea Manning. So she really has had a rough go of it lately, and that makes it all the more disturbing when she posts a picture of her in what looks like some gown facing down at the street from what looks like a window ledge high up in like a New York City street, and the window ledge is just down there, and there's just a straight drop, as if she's trying to commit suicide, a possible suicide attempt, which she has done in the past, because she has, on top of that, she's dealt, unsurprisingly, with what she's had to go through with some mental health issues as well. So she posted that with the caption, "I'm sorry." People there were freaking out. They were like, "Oh my God, are you okay? What can we do to help you?" Luckily, the family confirmed on her Twitter account recently this morning. We got some good Memorial Day news. As we honor those who serve our country, no better way to look at it than Chelsea Manning, who later on, her family tweeted out, Chelsea is on the phone with friends. Chelsea is safe. She's on the phone with friends. Thanks for everyone for your concern, and please give her some space. So, yeah, that seems to be what is going on here right now. She seems to be very much okay. She's in the clear, and that's something we can all be thankful for, because this person, Chelsea, she does not, and she's running for office, by the way, to unseat Senator Ben Cardin, so give her some support for the Democratic primary. But yeah, so pretty much the point is, she has gone through so much, and she's really done so much for this country, and we obviously wish her the best, because what she released, some of the stories of the U.S. killing innocent children, innocent civilians, and even journalists like Reuters reporters, and then literally videos of them laughing about it. You should go investigate this more on your own time. But it's some really despicable stuff. She released that stuff, and the fact that she was prosecuted for the government by that is just despicable. And we here at the Spencer Walsh Radio Network, and our audience, our listeners, everyone associated, wish her nothing but the best for the future and down the road. Just wanted to talk about that briefly today, as now we move on. All right, so yeah, we do move on to some of these new results, projection, and unfortunately, it has been called the race for Ben Cardin. Chelsea did come in second, though, by quite a good margin, so that's very helpful. But still, we got the literally lamest possible senator representing from Maryland, which is unfortunate, but good news. Very strong Justice Democrat governor for the state of Maryland. He's a civil rights leader, community organizer, investor in Stars for Good, educator, and former investigative journalist and Rhodes Scholar who has spent his life bringing people together to get big things done. He's running for governor on a platform of bringing people together around bold progressive ideas to address gaping inequality between the rich and poor, including raising the minimum wage, passing Medicare for all to guarantee healthcare as a right, and ending student debt to make it possible for every Marylander to attend community college, public university, or learn a trade for free. So, yeah, I think that's some really good stuff. So, a lot of credit to Ben Jealous, Maryland governor candidate. And let's be honest, I mean, you think, the House representatives, senators, they're all great stuff, right? But if you look at the governor's race here, there is a lot of power within the governorship of the state. There's the governor's able to really make lives for their constituents a lot better or a lot worse. And it's really good. I'm getting the sense Ben Jealous is going to do a lot of good things for his citizen or the people, his constituents who live under his rule in Maryland. And he's one of the strongest people out there when it comes to progressive issues. And he is up now with 26% of the vote in.